holidays are here, and that means plenty of parties and family gatherings that are perfect for showcasing the fruity flavored notes of berries. With us today is Chef Allie Rosen, the Emmy-nominated host of Potluck with Allie Rosen. Welcome, Allie.
Hey, how nice to be with you.
Yeah, we're happy to have you on, and we're talking berries, so why choose berries this time of year?
Yeah, well, I think people assume that berries are just for the summer, but actually, because we can get them year-round with Driscoll's, I love to use berries for the holidays because they kind of fit into everything that you need for the holidays, right? They're healthy, which if we've all had like enough sugar cookies and like delicious holiday cookies, we need something healthy. They're colorful. I mean, the strawberry is the colors of Christmas. And they're also easy. You can add them on top of anything and make it look festive without doing any additional work. And I think that's kind of what we all need at this point, is like something that's just simple and easy and can make our lives easier. And berries really fit into all of those categories.
Ooh, and I'm looking at your spread. It looks delicious. So why is it important to choose quality berries when making such delicious meals like you have set up there?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think we've all had those berries that you get home and they're kind of flavorless. So it's so important that when you get your berries, you know what you're getting. And because you can't taste them in the store, knowing the brand that you're looking at is actually a huge thing, because Driscoll's is consistent. They have a whole research and development team that is always looking for that superior flavor. So you want to make sure that you know what you're getting, because berries are a special treat, right? And when you buy a special treat, you want to know what the flavor is going to be when you take it out of the box.
We do. And so what are some other favorite holiday recipes you have for us?
Yeah, I mean, one of my favorites, I love starting with breakfast, because with the holidays, you've got family around you all the time. So these are baked oats. I add in a little bit of tahini and raspberries, and that just gives it this extra flair where it feels like something special, but also is still a little healthy if, as your day goes on, you're going to have things like desserts, which I love this tiramisu. It's different from kind of like your typical, Christmas cookie or fruit cake, but it has all that like deliciousness baked right in. And when I say baked in, I just mean not literally, because you don't even have to turn on your oven. Tiramisu is so easy. And anybody who loves coffee, this has like that coffee flavor, but with the tartness of the blackberries. So I love this blackberry tiramisu. The easiest recipe though, and I think the one that like I always go for, are these little tartines. This is goat cheese, prosciutto, and blackberries. And what's so great about this recipe is like it feels special, right? You've got that salty sweet, blackberries make it feel special, the prosciutto makes it feel special, but all you're doing is assembling. You don't even have to take out your knife. So this is one of those recipes that you can put out for a crowd. Everyone will think you tried really hard, and meanwhile you just kind of put something on a board. I mean, it's so easy. And I mean, similarly with a cheese board that also has charcuterie and berries, we're all used to a cheese board, but adding the berries on top, again, super easy. You don't even have to cut anything. You're just throwing them on there. But then it gets color, it gets vibrancy, you have something sweet. So it's really all about the recipes that will make your life easier, because the holidays like have enough chaos. And so if you can add recipes that are just simple but delicious, like nobody's going to be sad about a berry recipe.
Yeah,
but it'll be easier for you.
I was going to say, they all look easy enough to do, which I think is great. Like you said, the holidays are busy enough. So for those holiday gatherings, having something simply done is probably the best way to go. And is there a secret for producing such perfect berries?
Yeah, well, I mean, Driscoll's, again, has that research and development team. So they're naturally breeding and developing all the berries that you're used to seeing, the strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries, but also a lot of their sort of one-of-a-kind berry varieties. And you can often find those in your grocery store, and it just adds to the specialness of what you're making. So it's really important to always find the berries that you know are going to be high quality.
Thanks, Allie. Your berry ideas are bursting with flavor. For tons of berry recipes and info, visit Driscolls.com.